the tail of the tape. Both early in their careers, 27-28, 2-inch height advantage and 1-inch via the reach, favoring Horta. Horta has spent time with the salon with the hair and the beard looking tight. Will it remain that way by the end of this fight? It is Horta in the blue.
Horta already with the pressure.
Some quick hands. Bolinger looking cool, calm, and collected, and then he throws the first big bomb with that right hand, but it missed.
Bolinger nice and springy, ready to attack. Horta tries to get him off of him.
Wow, big suplex!
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Beautiful.
Bolinger looking the part as he tries to clear the guard of Horta, and Horta hanging on. He just got a big-time wake-up call.
And he is going to get it if he keeps pressuring that kneecap down to the jaula. He's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Let's go for a triangle. Possibly. He's trying to fit the pieces together.
Horta just needs to keep pressuring on that side. He's almost halfway. He's almost past.
He almost bent over backward. He's got those legs like arms. And now Bolinger gets the back. Bolinger, beautiful fighting here in this opening minute. And now he goes for the rear naked, and it's locked in.
That's over.
It could be Bolinger squeezing. Bolinger looking to put the final touches.
That's tight. He needs that other hook in to complete it.
Oh, he's gotten out. He got that chin down.
Beautiful job getting his back to the mat, and
oh, he's cleared the guard though.
Bolinger takes top mount position. Oh man, that was so close.
It's just been a minute and a half, but Bolinger impressing the lights out of me. I don't know, Juliana, I don't want to speak on your behalf, but what an impressive 90 seconds from him.
Bolinger took the opportunity to get the party started early and hit the nastiest suplex I think I've ever seen, and I got scared there for a second because I was like, please don't knock yourself out, but it was so great. He locked in a rear naked choke and went into mount, but he just got reversed. Let's see what he can do with the purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Oh, but now Horta's stemmed the tide and turned the tables, and he will withdraw Bolinger back to his feet. Oh, and he came in and he got a little dizzy, and Horta goes, you like that? You want another?
Horta just stood his ground and literally chucked a 1-2. He didn't back up an inch. He bit down on that mouthpiece and he started slugging.
And Bolinger looking tired from that action-packed 2 minutes. Good head movement, avoiding any further damage from Horta. How about these last two fights, folks?
Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers, Steven.
A warning for Bolinger from Mike Beltran.
Stalking is Horta. Bollinger's back right up against the jaula. Big giant overhand right for Horta.
Oh, coming in. And he went right through the back door. Oh, he telegraphed that one. Bolinger might be in a little trouble. He looks dazed.
Nice big head kick, but he paid for it. Tries to go for a spinning elbow.
And he walked right into that. Horta looks fit as a fiddle. Throws Bolinger.
Horta says, get off me.
90 seconds from the heavens for Bolinger, but Horta's changed everything. Caught him with the left and a right.
Straight right down the clown's mouth. Beautiful 1s and 2s. Straight, beautiful punches for Horta.
Horta was losing this. He's in a position at the very least to take this round after almost getting choked out. Bolinger with a takedown though.
Great timing. Bolinger shot straight out of a cannon and got the double leg on Horta. Sitting there in half guard. Nice shoulder pressure, beautiful shoulder pressure. He's gonna look to pass that right knee.
Very unorthodox attempt to clear the guard, almost over, and he might just be now. Second time he's been able to go for the mount.
This is a kill position. You can't afford to lose this position. You're in mount, you gotta stay there. You gotta have nice, tight, heavy hips.
Well, you don't see ebb and flows like this. It went from one side to the next, and now back to where we started for Bolinger.
Horta needs to be careful when he tries to get out of mount that he's not giving up his back to put him in a worse position.
It's an elbow party now.
Beautiful head and arm transition for Bolinger, looking to suck in that head and arm and get that tap. Oh, little enchilada there, covering the nose.
And the blood coming from the left cheek of Horta. A different choke hold here, and he might have it.
Yeah, that's deep, but he gets out, Horta. Too hungry, too hungry.
10 seconds. Oh, big right, Horta. And now he goes for the guillotine, and then he might have it at the end of the first.
I would hope.
What a round.
Oh my gosh, that was such a good round. Okay.
What do you got?
Let's
catch our breath. Round number 2, Mike Beltran waiting.
Bolinger looks tired. More tired, I think.
Precious seconds for them to collect their bearings. Bolinger, Horta, back and forth. It was Bolinger who had those 2 good sequences that probably separated him from Horta in round 1.
Oh, both guys trade. Bolinger looks away, though.
Oh, now he can unload with a rodilla.
It's a nice high-level fight. Beautiful 1-2 for Horta.
Close quarters working out for Horta. Bolinger showing his craftiness. He gave the middle part of that first round away.
Bollinger's clinch game is going to be key here. He needs to find a way to clinch up with Horta where he finds his best chance, and he does a beautiful timed double leg again. Horta getting too outstretched with the strikes, which is leading him to get taken down every single time. Bollinger's just changing levels at the right time and getting those takedowns. They're almost too easy.
It bears repeating, Juliana, this is the first professional fight for Bolinger. He looks like a savvy veteran for the most part.
Look for Bolinger to take Horta away from the fence.
Spinning away from the fence, as you mentioned, trying to make sure that Horta doesn't get any advantage from his back. And again, he goes for that choke over the top of the arm.
He has the head and arm, but he just needs to be a little bit more patient here. Clearing that left leg that is stuck right now. He uses the hand to fight the kneecap. He's almost there. And Horta is very aware that he's almost caught in a choke, so he's definitely trying to get his arm back.
And now looking for the mount as well. Bolinger, what a pleasant surprise with a beautiful fight as he looks for a Kimura possibly, and he might have it.
Americana switches to an Americana.
Oh, and Horta able to slip away.
Yeah, too hungry. Steven Bollinger's doing a really great job of getting in these positions where he can finish the fight, and it's just slipping away by inches. This is a game of inches, and when you're sweaty, it's hard to get that finish. Taking the back is Bolinger. Sneaky, sneaky. Nice underhook, and here comes the reversal. Double knee tap, excuse me.
This is going back and forth. Both have spent some time on their back.
Okay, Bolinger.
Almost like a dance partner's just exchanging the lead.
Yep. Bollinger is here.
Eyes are closed for Horta.
Crossface. Let's get a crossface in there. Because Horta knows what he wants, so he's trying to suck him up as tight as possible so that Bolinger can't have any space to get anything.
Yeah, I've been impressed here, Juliana, with the defense of both. In both cases have had chances to finish the fight, but the defensive posture has been good for both.
Again, looking for that Americana as Bolinger on top, making
and that's
Horta
bending.
Paint the canvas. That's tight. That's yucky.
Horta's trying to get out and straighten his arm.
And he's going to get caught into an armbar on the transition.
That might just be in the process of getting to get that armbar. It's still in play here.
Ooh, and that second leg creeps over, and that's when you know it's not good. He can still get out here. Horta can still hitchhiker, and not only hitchhiker, this is doing the beautiful transition of stacking him and gets his elbow out. Gorgeous, gorgeous defense by Horta.
Yeah, we've seen it from both, and some nice jiu-jitsu there from Bolinger, but not good enough as Horta takes the top position. We heard from the corner for Horta, it's to break his posture.
I don't really understand that because Bollinger's completely on the ground with his back on the mat.
Yeah, Horta's got
his
control
posture's
here.
broken.
Juliana Pena, ladies and gentlemen, can turn her phrase like none other.
Nice guillotine, but the arm is in and the shoulder pressure is deep for Bollinger, so he's no threat. He's in no threat here for a choke. And in fact, he can even choke Horta here.
And again, Bolinger, he's just an active body, Bolinger. This is non-stop motion as both react and counter-react and continue to find new positions.
My goodness, Horta, you can just see the pure strength of him. He's just able to flip him and flop him anyway, just based on pure strength. And that's a gorgeous job. But Bolinger, again, with the top position, he's able to transition back to top, and he needs a finish here.
Heading to the end of round 2.
Looking for the Kimura or the Americana again, but Horta does a great job of getting to his side, activating and hiding that hip and using that underhook to try to advance his position.
Bolinger finishes round 2 on top.
Just so strong.
To the highlights. A lot of feints with the hands, and then Bolinger waited and took him down.
Nice level change and sucked up that single leg and just transitioned straight into a double leg. Flared that leg and did exactly what he was supposed to do to get the takedown. Elbow just missed by Horta.
Hope to see these two guys again down the road in 2019. A beautiful fight here. A big round 3.
And Bolinger was supposed to actually fight for Combate in Fresno for the Copa Combate, but his opportunity has finally come. He's here. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. Friday night fights. Steven Bolinger looking to get his first win in his first professional fight.
Takes it down again. There's been a lot of takedowns and moments during, you would call the ground game, Juliana, but it's been an action-packed ground game when we've been on the canvas between these two.
I mean, Bolinger is literally taking Horta down at will. At any point in time, he can take him down, but he's having trouble in the finishes and finishing his techniques.
He's not satisfied with just taking them out. He's an active participant on the ground against Horta.
You're in that mount position. I would say crossface, posture up, and let it rain. Get that ground and pound in. Start TKOing and punch a hole through his face.
Horta aware of that and holding those arms as he tried to separate.
There's that crossface that I'm looking for. Hopefully he can finish that. Look with the enchilada. He's covering his mouth so that he can't breathe, Horta.
Very cagey as Horta almost able to displace him. But it is Bolinger, as you hear Mike Beltran wanting some action here.
And it's hard to get that action off because Horta's sucking him up with that gable grip so that he can't tee off on him. But that's why that crossface is so important. He needs to separate himself and gain some distance.
Bolinger giving some action and getting that crossface. Bolinger with the crowd on his side as he's got fans from nearby Clovis joining him here in Fresno. This was a big spot for him.
Great hips by Bolinger, not getting rolled out of mount. Looking for that key lock, Americana again.
Steven Bolinger looking to finish the job here in Fresno. 3 minutes to go in our final round. Has stayed on top of this mount throughout round 3.
Yeah, I definitely think he's probably thinking, all right, this is the 3rd time I've mounted you. You're not getting out this time.
Almost tried to go for that Americana a 3rd time here. I think Mike Beltran with the second warning, and you wonder if there's not enough. They'll be brought to their feet, and Bolinger knows that, and he'll keep firing away.
And that's what I want to see from him. You're in the superior position. Let it rain.
You see the jiu-jitsu, you've seen the wrestling, and you've seen enough striking to potentially getting home as Horta gets those fingers up in the eyes of Bolinger. Almost a desperate move for a desperate fighter.
I'll tell you why it's not working. The back of the tricep is on the opposite side, so he's not being able to use the side of his head as a forceps so that he can make him paint the mat with that Americana. And it's not working out because the back of his tricep is above his head instead of on the side of his ear.
Steven Bolinger remaining active on top. Under 2 to go. And I think this will suit him just fine. He's just going to show enough action here for the referee.
He needs to start ear hole punching, something. You're in mount, like, do something.
Is this spot for separation from Mike Beltran's perspective? Horta looking at, or Bolinger looking to create some space, and there it is.
You got to get dirty, you know. Yeah, it sucks to say, but that's the spot where you got to get dirty and dig that forearm into their face so that you can separate to get those punches off.
Unloading there in the ribs, and he's going to have to. Horta finally able to spin away.
Beautiful job by Horta.
Horta may need to go for a finish here based on what's happened here in this third round.
Bolinger gets the reversal and does not let Horta back up to his feet. And looking to pass, he's in side control.
1 minute to go here. Combate Fresno.
Horta has a gable grip so that Bolinger can't implement any of his submission finishes, and he's trying to reverse him yet again. But it lands Bolinger into mat because of it.
I believe the chances, Steven, resonating from the Save Mart Center as Bolinger squeezing whatever remains out of Horta. 30 seconds to go, a dominant round 3, all on the ground, and he's been able to rest a little bit along the way.
Yeah, and mount's not a resting position, but I mean, it can be considered a resting position. I'm surprised actually Mike Beltran hasn't stood them back up.
Yeah. There he goes, firing down those elbows to finish the job, to seal the deal, and maybe he does it with a rear naked.
That's tight, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Can he drop the hips in?
Oh, nope.
Nope.
He's out.
Oh, it's over. Oh.
Stopped, never gave up, never was complacent to be just in one spot. He always reversed his position, always doing exactly what his tattoo says, never accepted defeat.
But that, we go back to the first round, the highlights, and that beautiful suplex, which set the table for what appears to be a successful debut for Bolinger. Second round, more takedowns.
Yep, he just timed those takedowns, and he literally had a takedown anytime he wanted.
To the final round, and this was all on the ground, the big miss, and that was it.
That's all she wrote. That's all he needed. Just a tiny little level change, and he was in the double leg deep and got the takedown. If he would have had 10 more seconds here, I think that he could have finished that rear naked choke.
Damas y caballeros, después de completar 3 vueltas, esta es la decisión oficial. Ladies and gentlemen, after going all 3 rounds, the official scorecard reads as follows. El juez Rosales anotó 30-27. Judge Rosales scores it 30-27. El juez McKnight 29-28. Judge McKnight scores it 29-28. Y el juez Lawley anotó 30-26. Judge Lawley scores it 30-26. All in favor of the winner. By way of unanimous decision, los tres a favor del ganador. Por decisión unánime.
I love you, baby Alex.
From Clovis, California.